Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Subject of the Day. Today we are going to be talking about critics, criticism, and what it means to be creative. Keep in mind that everybody can be a critic, but I will be focusing more on the professionals who make a living out of it. Let's start by discussing what a professional critic really is. Well, a professional critic is someone who has a highly respected and praised opinion. It doesn't matter whether it's a movie, music, or video game critic. This can apply to any critic in any field. What makes these critics' opinions valid? I personally want to start reviewing different forms of media, so it got me thinking, do these critics actually have the experience in these things that they criticize? For example, most game reviewers don't have the ability to design their own games, so do they have the right to criticize someone else's work when if the critic tried to make a game it would likely be worse? These kind of questions pop up into your head when you think about becoming a reviewer. How do critics have the right, and what makes so many people respect their opinions? It has to do with actually having a lot of experience as a viewer or a player to make a valuable assumption on the piece of media that they are reviewing. The biggest struggle I've been having with becoming a critic is the fact that I think it lacks a little bit of creativity. Think of it like this, reviewing a game compared to making a game. What takes more creativity to accomplish? More than likely it's going to take a lot more creativity to create a video game. In terms of creativity, it's harder to feel creative while being a critic. You're really just criticizing other people's work, thus the reason for the name critic. I figured out what makes being a critic important. It's not even really about the opinion of the subject that you're criticizing. It's the way that the critic presents it that makes it more creative and more entertaining. And that's the key word right there, entertaining. The reason that people respect a critic's opinion in such a high regard is because they present it in an entertaining fashion, which in turn makes their work more creative. Take a look at people like the angry video game nerd JonTron, who make a living out of reviewing video games. They criticize video games, but at the same time add their own creativity and entertainment value to their content, which in turn makes their work also criticizable from other critics. Now, if we look at it like this, we're in a definite time loop of criticism. One person criticizes one thing and another criticizes that thing and that person criticizes that thing. It's an endless fucking loop. As long as these critics keep their reviews entertaining, then I have no problem being stuck in or part of this time loop. Alrighty everyone, that is going to be it for this episode. Leave a suggestion for future episodes in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps me out and gives me more motivation to create content. Anyways, thank you guys. I will see you next time. Goodbye.